Academy's production of 30 Years of Light, Sound, and Music, a tribute to, well, Dana Taylor. Tonight's program will run without intermission, so please take this opportunity to silence all cell phones, pagers, blenders, and portable fax machines you may have with you this evening. In the unlikely event of an emergency, exits are located at the front and at the rear of the auditorium. Tonight, we're gathered to celebrate the career of a man who, in his spare time, enjoys watching colored television and painting aquarium ground, but who, throughout the rest of his career, has been in the business of changing lives. So please, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and join us in showing some love for the incomparable Mr. Dana Taylor.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Tina, Jennifer, Andrea, and Susie, the Taffetas. Unfortunately, Tina, Jennifer, and Andrea are not able to be here with us tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Taffeta.
Well, are there any women from SAS here?
Hey, we're here.
Thank goodness.
All right, this is Hello, my name is Susie Shank, and as I mentioned before, thank you, we were all members of SAS, the very first women's ensemble that Dana Taylor created in 1994, when, just like tonight, my fellow Taffeta sisters were no longer available. Our name came from the original members, which was Susie, Andrea, Shannon, and Sharon. The only rule, you know, Andrea could never go first. I am very excited to welcome you all here to 30 years of light, sound, and music, where we plan to take you on a journey through the 30 years of musical productions and incredible specialty groups that Dana Taylor created in our community. Supported, of course, by the amazing technical theater program that Dana created. This is going to happen a lot, so get used to that. So, we have known this day was coming for a while, and honestly, plans for this event have been in the works for 2 years. However, it was only recently when Dana actually decided to announce that he was gonna retire. So, in less than 2 months, we have pulled together to recreate what he had 30 years to do. Exactly. This is really going to put us to the test as to what you taught us and what we retained. So, with basically one rehearsal under our belts, which, that's another thing. So, a week ago, we decided, or someone decided, to change the timing of this year's Short Reach Short Riders event to 2 in the afternoon. So our rehearsal had to be in 2 different locations, and we had to make sure that you were gone before we could come back. So, basically, we are all here, and there are over 100 of your former students who are all here you and everything that we have done with you. This is a little clip from this afternoon, I believe. That's what you get for changing the time. Regardless, this should be a lot of fun tonight. Now, if only there was a word to describe the teachings, the customs, basically everything that Dana passes down from generation to generation.
Tradition!
and gentlemen, good evening. That's hot. My name is Kevin Roach. I am the drama coach here at Mount Vernon High School and have the privilege of not only directing the fall play, but directing the musicals 4 years now with Mr. Taylor. It was an honor and a pleasure to be asked to be kind of MC for the evening. But I think of myself less as an MC and more of a transitionary period into a new era of music and a Wikipedia fact base on David Taylor. So throughout the night I'm going to be telling you a little bit about him. But we just heard Anything Goes. Anything Goes was, as I understand it, Mr. Taylor's first musical here at MVHS. Okay, yes, he confirmed. And it's great to see so many former students from that first year here. Now, the posters in the lobby are a small representation of the programs and projects that Mr. Taylor has nurtured. It is my understanding that he actually plans to auction them online soon, so if you have an interest in owning those, please like and follow the Mount Vernon Fine Arts page on Facebook for details about how to find the auction. We would like to offer up a special thanks to Julie Mader and family and for making the lobby a walk down a walk down memory lane out there. We'd also like to thank a few people such as Teresa Bloodworth, Patty Green, Amy Inlow, Donna Grobert, Kelly Kibbe, Susie Shank, all of you for your wonderful musical talents and making this happen. Let's give them a round of applause. And what would the world of musicals be without Disney? So now we embark on a Disney musical.
car. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along down the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
Come sing about love, love that made the stone and tree. Come sing about love, 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 love. Come on, sing about love, 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 love. Come on, sing about love.
We beseech thee, hear us.
Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chick, chick, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chick, chick. Chick, chick.
Boom, chick. Day by day, day by day. Oh, dear Lord, makings I pray to see thee more clearly, to love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day. Day by day, day by day. Oh, dear Lord, makings I pray to see thee more clearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day. Day by day, by day, by day, by day. Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one is alone. Someone is on your side. Someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot they are not alone. No one is alone. Hard to see the light now. Just don't let it go. Things will turn out right now. or where to go, or say we're only dreaming a whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew, but when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear that now I'm in a whole new world with you.
lived happily, happily, happily ever after. The couple is happily leaving the chapel eternally tied. As the curtain descends, there is nothing but loving and laughter. When the fairy tale ends, the heroine's always a bride. Rapunzel had platinum tresses that were double the length of her dresses. She was kept in a tower for years by a wicked old witch. Till one night in despair, down she scrambled by letting her hair down. That's what I call quite a switch. I would rather get in, not get out, right? Yeah, okay. I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily out of a chapel, eternally tied. I'm sorry, Donna. Can we go back a little? Why not, right? How about there we go. I want to live happily, happily, happily ever after. I want to walk happily out of a chapel eternally tied. For I know that I'll never live happily ever after. Till after I'm a bride. Then I'll be happily happy. Yes, happily happy. And thoroughly satisfied.
They told me to stand close to the mic, so I will. At this point, we would like to acknowledge some of the many accolades that Mr. Taylor has accomplished over the years. He was named Technical Theater Educator the year 2005 by Stage Directions magazine, and served as the technical editor for Dramatics magazine and Teaching Theater Journal. Dana has also edited numerous textbooks in the field. In 2011, the Educational Theater Association named Mr. Taylor as the recipient of the Founders Award for significant contributions to theater education in the United States. Also in 2011, Mr. Taylor was designated as Artist of the Year by the Arts Council of Southwestern Indiana. In 2014, Mr. Taylor received the Distinguished Achievement Award in Education by USITT, or USIT as some of us know it. Mr. Taylor was the first ever high school educator to be honored with that. With his dry wit and humor, it is a surprise he is not considered the Ryan Seacrest of Mount Vernon. Many of his tech theater students have worked outside of the high school area shows, as well as such as the Peppermint Pops, the Philharmonic Orchestra, the Really Big Show, the Evansville Civic Theater, which I happen to run. So we thank you for teaching them.
Every door to me, hide all the world from me, bar all the windows and shut out the light. Do what you want with me, hate me and laugh at me. Darken my daytimes and torture my night. If my life were important, I would ask, will I live or die? But I know the answers lie far from this world. Close every door to me, keep those I love from me. Children of Israel are never alone, for we know we shall find our own peace of mind, for we have been promised a land of our own. To say your dream is not the kind of dream I'd like to get. Pharaoh has it in for you, your execution date is set. Don't rely on all I said I saw. It's just that I've never been wrong before.
Be manly, your family has set its pride on you, so you better pay attention and do what they tell you to.
Mr. Taylor has traveled a bit with students. He's been to Nashville, to Cianuna, 19 states touring with the women's ensemble Angelus, and of course New York to perform Christopher Tin Works. One of the students' favorite pieces is the three different groups performed is entitled Baba Yetu, written by Christopher Tin, and some of your students would like to perform that for you now.
Come and
kinds of ice cream,
Finding your state key.
telling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing a drum in your own school band. And happiness is walking hand in hand. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need. You have nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown, and we know you will go very far. Yes, it's hard to believe, almost frightening to conceive what a good man you are.
Grab a spar, Mrs. Bunbury, grab a spar. What's a spar? There is no time to argue when we can't see where we are. Oh, the wind is like a whip. Take me hand, abandon ship. But my Molly, what a bloody awful trip.
Though you wins, I'm still the man.
You're the man!
Thank you, Flea. Carry me and all the other crap you can. Even in the churning sea, still am I, Captain Sweet. And the pirate code are full of one for all and all for me.
I'm the leader.
Not
Yes, I am.
there's a few of us, there can be no leader now.
Why not?
There's only two of us.
Jump. Come on, Ted. We'll jump together.
I was thinking we could maybe wait for slightly better weather.
Somewhere out there, search for him. Time on the asteroid
Against the sea, though the tide may turn against us, though to strong the tide may be.
Lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away. Show me your face, clean as the morning. I know things were bad, but now they're okay. Suddenly, Seymour is standing beside you. You don't need no makeup. don't have to pretend. Suddenly Seymour is here to provide you sweet understanding. Seymour's your
Nobody ever treated me kindly. Daddy left early. Mom was poor. I'd meet a man and he'd follow him blindly. He'd snap his fingers at me. I'd say sure. But suddenly Seymour is standing beside me. He don't give me orders. Don't have to pretend. Suddenly Seymour is here to provide me with sweet understanding.
Seymour's your
I can guarantee that love will suddenly are bright and breezy because of all the beautiful and new things I'm learning about you day by day.
Oh, what a man, now this is true. He had two faces, so help me God, what I lie to you. One face would scare a person dead, the other face was so well bred. Two faces sitting up there on the same man's head. Every day here on your face, that's exactly how it happened. Once upon an actress race. Stand here and lie in your face. That's exactly how it happened. Once upon an actress trace. What? We promise. Since March, a whole lot's happened around here. It's flawless.
When a
Hey, Mr. Taylor, I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but I just wanted to tell you congratulations on your retirement. You've done so many things for the town, for Indiana music programs in general, for so many different people. You've changed so many lives just because of you facilitating music. And I'd like to say, even from a personal aspect, like, for example, this is Lacrimosa. It's always been with me, and it's always been something that reminded me of high school and reminded me of all the good times I had. So I want to thank you for everything that you did. You know, I don't want to get teary-eyed, but it might happen. And enjoy your retirement, really. Enjoy it up, live it up, have fun. And if you ever come to Europe, hit me up. I'm in Bratislava. So, yeah, I'm sorry I can't be there. I've got concerts every week. And that's thanks to you. Thanks to you and everyone who was there while I was there. So, see you guys later. Peace.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. It's Andrea Foltz, class of 95. And I want to just tell you congratulations and thank you. You're such an inspiration to so many people, and I sure expect that you have an auditorium full of people supporting you and people on this stage performing for you. I am so happy for you. You are such an inspiration to so many people, and including me. I just want to tell you that I apologize that I am not able to join everybody this evening. I currently live in Indianapolis, and today I'm graduating from college. I am finally getting my teaching degree after 24 years, and you were always an inspiration for me to be a teacher, and I never gave up on my dream. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate everything that you've put forth into so many people. I know that I'm not the only one who could say these things, or who will say these things. I'm sure you're going to hear this over and over tonight. But congratulations and thank you so much. And hi to everybody. I hope you guys are having fun, and I really hope I get to see a video of all the performances here in the very near future. Take care, and I wish you luck in the future and retirement. Enjoy it. Bye.
Congratulations on your retirement, Mr. Taylor. Thank you for all the wonderful things that you did there at Mount Vernon. 30 years, that's amazing. You created such a wonderful program. You created and instilled a lot of love of music in a lot of students. Just speaking for myself there, from 93 to 97, I started off high school. I'd moved into the district a year or so ago. Before that, and I didn't have many friends, didn't have a place, didn't have a home, and my home became the music department there at Mount Vernon. So I thank you for that. I thank you for always caring. Thank you for always being a listening ear, a great director, and a good friend. Thank you, and all the best in retirement.
Hi, Mr. Taylor. It's Rylan. If anyone's more deserving of this retirement party, it's you. You have taught us so much. You've taught us so much. I don't think I've ever met someone who poured more of their life into kids more than you. And, I'll never forget the first time that I saw you when I was in 4th grade. I came and tried out for the Sound of Music, and I ended up singing the Star-Spangled Banner, and I scored the role of Kurt. Well, little did I know that through that experience I would develop a love for musical theater and the arts, a passionate love that I can't even explain. Through all the years of choir practice and the lessons that you taught us in the voice, I learned an absolute ton. We learned music, and we learned 4-part harmony. You invested so much of your time into us. You not only educated us in music, but you also educated us in life skills as well. And I still remember some of the talks that we would have as a class, you know, when one of us would make a mistake or whatever, you know, we always joked that you never had to yell at us, but your talks, your calm talks would have us feeling so guilty for what we did, whatever it was. You helped define who we are in our everyday lives, and you know, people don't realize the impact that high school can have on a person. As vocal and theater students at Mount Vernon, you gave us everything. We had it all, and a lot of that was from what you poured into the program yourself. I know that I'm just one of many people that you impacted immensely. I will never ever forget my experiences at Mount Vernon High School with Dana Taylor as the theater and music director. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you did. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you did. You have no idea how much it meant to me, and I love and miss you.
Would like to say a few words, and it is my privilege to introduce my drama teacher, Mr. Steve Wilson.
Thank you. I have a cheat sheet here, so you'll bear with me. I met Dana in the fall of 1989, and Dana and I had our first collaboration together with Cole Porter's musical Anything Goes. And I went on to do several more musicals with him during that time, and then took a hiatus to allow me to work on my master's degree. And I teamed up with Dana again in 2003, 2004, and we did the musical Godspell, which you saw a rendition of earlier. And that was the second time we did the show. We did at least 14 musicals together, and I know with all of the technical direction that he assisted with, we came to at least 30 shows that were done, and including Auntie Mame, which Kevin was in when he was much younger. And I found a picture of Dana and myself yesterday going through all of this material once I found out about all of this. And it was in the Evansville paper, and there's a picture of Dana and myself. And you might notice we both have a bit more hair, I do believe. But, and talking about it, boasting the new auditorium. And this renovated facility was dedicated on November 9th in 1990. And then in December of that year, The Mousetrap was the first production that I directed here, before we then went on to do Godspell, was the first musical in this renovated facility. There's a quote here from the article which says, for both Taylor and drama and technical director Steve Wilson, the real advantage in the new technology is its educational value for their students. What I find ironic is a bit of a role reversal, as I used to be responsible for all the technical aspects of the shows. It was in the early 90s that I initiated the technical theater class at the high school. With the support of administrators, the class was approved and allowed students to learn about technology, and we were finally able to have students build sets and program lights during the day, freeing up a lot of the after school and evening for rehearsals. I was known for doing the lighting, but I wanted Dana to co-teach the class with me, as he understood a lot more about sound than I did. So we paired up and started teaching tech theater. I also wanted to just mention an incident that took place in the newly renovated scene shop. Dana was by a saw that was backstage, and I will never forget him holding up his hand with red dripping down, and I started to panic because I thought he had severely injured himself. And then he gave that wry smile of his and held up a ketchup packet. I soon learned about his dry sense of humor that I wasn't aware of on first meeting him. Dana, as you know, then went on to take over the technical theater course due to the scheduling in the English department. He now knows more about lighting, sound, and rigging than any of us. Dana also took on the newly created position of the Performing Arts Center Director, being responsible for all of the activities and performances taking place in this space. I'm not sure about tonight. Going through a memory bank of programs and photos, I came across the names of students Dana and I worked with who are no longer with us. But as in Thornton Wilder's famous play, Our Town, feel they are here with us in spirit. I retired in 2013 after 30 years, but thanks to Dana's recommendation for me, I just finished 3 incredible years teaching Introduction to Theater at the University of Evansville. There was also a quote in the 1990 yearbook regarding the first production of Anything Goes. It said, "If this is a taste of what is to come under Mr. Taylor's direction, we are going to treat for future years." Dana, you are one of the best colleagues I have ever worked with, and I value you and appreciate your friendship. And thanks for the treat you have given us for the last 30 years. And watching these students tonight, I feel we've both been blessed as educators. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Now this night has been kind of, a little bit been in the works since 2017, because Mr. Taylor is notorious for saying the phrase, "I think it's about time." And then deciding he wants to do another year, which is fine, but we've been working on this for a little while. So we've been kind of in our planning stages, but the purpose of this evening is twofold. One, to thank you for the many years of inspiring young people with music and your knowledge of behind-the-scene work that you have shared. And we want you to know that we support growth in this program and in the future. Before I go into that, I just want to say, and I'm going off the script here to say, look at this. How many of us are living our dreams, are working with orchestras, are working with theaters, are doing photography for theaters, are singing, are dancing, are teaching drama because of you? Look at this. Those kids, who knows what will happen? But you made an impact. You left a mark. Now, with that in mind, your compassion has inspired us all to make donations. And in your honor to the Ingvi Choral Program tonight, now, unless the number has gone up, the last time I was told, and this was probably about a good 10 minutes before we were told you were on your way, that we had collected around $2,100 at this time. Now we're going to take you back to a show called The Boyfriend. If I'm not mistaken, was when your wife was about to give birth in a very difficult time. But we had fun. When trouble you, the only thing to do is dance. You simply gotta dance. And if you've got it, you'll soon forget it if you dance. You simply gotta dance. Hearing the sound of friends, they've got a new step. It's quite the cutest dance, and you take 2 steps and 2 steps.
Shake your hips and pick up your heels. You can tell how lovely it feels.
Do you do
The Riviera.
wave a finger, waggle a toe? Everybody's getting to know how to do
The Riviera. are millionaires and the little pets do it. Even maiden ladies who wear rollers have taken to it till they're getting to give out the news. Here's the way to shake out the blues. Just do, do.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Champion in the fight, not just the man. Don't depend on other people's paper next to pen. Be the hero of your story, boy and man. You can rise to be the hero once again. Now, the best part of any adventure is the people you meet. Now, one day, son, I met this fisherman, see?
You gotta help me. If I don't catch a fish, my family's gonna starve.
Well, the fish is sleeping. You gotta get him moving. Try the Alabama Stomp.
The Alabama Stomp? Who's that?
Well, let me show you. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's how we do it. Let's keep going. And I know somewhere in the future there's adventure waits for me, filled with mystery and people I can love. And I know out there on the road of life I'll live the story I've been dreaming of.
Be a hero every time you get the chance. If the music stops, continue with the dance.
And on a wing or on a prayer, you'll get there only with your voice.
Be attentive, be inventive, be the first one to rejoice. With the story in your heart, you won't need any other choice.
For the hero fighting
dragons, winning wars. Be the hero, and the world will soon be
Close your eyes. I'm still beside you. No goodbyes needed today. Hear what the rain says. Know what it knows. After the rain, something grows. I don't need a roof to say I love you. I don't need a roof to call you mine. I don't need adventure in some faraway frontier. I don't need a roof to hold you near. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Now, some of you may be shocked to know that Mr. Taylor's favorite show is The Fantastics. I know, gasp, right? It's one of his favorite musicals. Not sure how many times you've seen the show, Mr. Taylor. 12? I would have assumed higher. I would have expected more. But we plan to do something special and perform a couple songs for you from this musical. We will also hear from the women's ensemble group Angelus that he formed in 2008. You're fine. The group has toured every summer, sold CDs, and they will be giving their final local performance June 14th, 7 p.m. at U of E. So I invite you to add that to your calendar. Also, special, we will hear from Cool, which is the men's ensemble group, and what's really awesome about that is not only do we have current members, we have founding members of that group here. So the past and the present are about to collide. Enjoy.
How's it going? As Kevin said, we are Cool. My brother and I, Matt, here are the original founding members. The ensemble was founded in 2011 and has run all the way up until this year. Remember last year? This year? This year? Yeah, it's run all the way up until this year.
As my brother said, it was his senior year, my freshman year. We founded Cool. It's been a great ride since. It's amazing to see what it's changed to be and what kind of music they're singing now compared to the stuff we sang when we were doing it. At this time, I would like to have all of our members of Cool introduce themselves.
Hey, how you doing?
So without further ado.
Dum,
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. As long as you stand by me. Darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Try to remember that kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember that kind of September when grass was green and rain was yellow. Try to remember that kind of September when you were a tender and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow.
Follow, 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 follow,
follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember without a hurt, the heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the far September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow.
The song that we just sang was from one of Mr. Taylor's favorite musicals called The Fantastics. And so we wanted to do one more song from that musical, but we thought that it would be extra special if you could give us the pleasure of conducting us one more time for this last song.
As we end tonight, and we've already asked you on the stage once, we don't want to do it again, but Kate Carter, where are you at? Could I get the spotlight, please? We would like to present you, as a parting gift, this farewell book, memory book for you. And I've used this quote with students before whenever they are done with the show and they're sad. They have no idea what's next. Everything ends, and it's always sad. But everything begins again too, and that's always happy. Be happy. We're all just stories in the end. And you made it a good one. Hey. And I am now supposed to tell you that there are cookies and beverages in the lobby. You can commune with these wonderful actors. It's amazing to see so many people from so many generations here. I mean, I was just telling Susie how the Taffetas was my very first show I was ever brought to here, and it's exciting to actually get to see them in person. So you can meet these people, you can talk to Dana, and you can talk to each other, ladies and gentlemen. And Dana Taylor, thank you very much.
So I guess we say, I'm going to let the curtain close. Be nice to everybody.